Hello there today again. In today's video, we're going to talk about another important issue where we deal about, the transfer in Manchester United. That Atletico Madrid are keen on taking Anthony Martial for another player, causing a swap deal. And the player that they plan to, cause the swap deal with is basically the English defender Kieran Trippier, who has long been, rumored to return to the English Premier League amidst interest from United. So as we know that Manchester United has a very weak defense, and with this weak defense, there are different issues of not defending properly, and with not defending properly, we have this severe problem where we concede 2 or 3 goals in the beginning. In every match you see, we're seeing United get 2 or 3 goals in the very beginning, due to which eventually they end up getting scared, because in every game it becomes very difficult. If you score 1 goal or 2 goals in the first half, you concede that, coming back 2 goals or 3 goals, that's very tough. That's a tough situation in every game. So Anthony Martial is pushing to leave Man United in the January transfer window, and Atletico Madrid are reportedly exploring ways of signing the French forward. Atletico Madrid are ready to capitalize on Anthony Martial's unhappiness by submitting swap deal for the want-away Manchester United forward. According to the reports, Martial, 26, announced his intention to leave Old Trafford in the January transfer window through his agent. The Frenchman is absolutely frustrated by his lack of minutes, having made just 4 stars in all the competitions before suffering a knee injury in early December. So Anthony Martial is extremely, he is depressed because of his lack of game time, having made only a very few performances, owing to his, knee injury, lack of form. And there are other issues, with players like Greenwood, Sancho, Ronaldo getting more game time, and Cavani coming in. Anthony Martial's position was almost obsolete. It was obvious he wasn't going to get any game time, and with the form within which he was, it was more obvious. So even though his contract expires in 2024 with the option for another year, but his agent's declaration suggests that he will try to force an exit next month. Atletico are keeping a close eye on the situation and hope to secure Martial's services in very near future by offering up a member of their own squad. So Atletico are very keen, and they're going to offer a member of their own squad. And who is that? That is according to Eurosport, who basically do not specify, and they're saying, they'll ask United, about which player might fit the bill. But one obvious candidate for the swap deal is England's defender Kieran Trippier, who has long been linked with a return to Premier League amidst interest from United. Aaron Wan-Bissaka has not convinced Rangnick he should continue as a first-choice right-back, so the interim manager could rekindle Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's pursuit of the 31-year-old, who can be a very good transfer from Atletico to United. However, Ralf Rangnick also played down speculations Martial will leave with a withering assessment of his agent's comments, which were made via basically a new interview. The player hasn't spoken with me or us or with anybody about it, so Rangnick said on Monday, before demanding Martial expresses his wishes directly to him. So Ralf Rangnick is a very straightforward person, and he has demanded that Martial expresses his wishes straightforwardly to him, and does not actually have an indirect statement or a statement through his manager or his agent. If he really has the wish to go to another club, it should be the player who informs me, myself, not anybody else. To be honest, what his agent says via the media is not of that much of an interest to me. So what his agent says through the media is not of an interesting matter to Ralf Rangnick, as Rangnick has said. What his agent says, I don't find it interesting. And so yeah, The German hammered home his point when asked if he would speak to Martial, responding no, then I would react to what his agent has said. It should be the player. So this is something, very interesting. Ralf Rangnick has said, I know we have players like, Sancho, Ronaldo, Rashford, and Greenwood, and maybe we might even have a new manager like Ten Hag. But it should be the player who should come forward and tell me about his worries, his insecurities, his plans about the future, and everything like that. It should not be his agent, and I agree with him absolutely. Martial is yet to make an appearance under Raniak's due to his injury, although he was expected to be in contention for Tuesday night's clash with Brenton, only for the fixture to be postponed due to the current outbreak and current health hazards going around in the pandemic. Maybe he can train on Sunday, but I have to speak to the doctor first, Raniak said. So yeah, Raniak has to speak to the doctor first. So with this issue, we basically can and will basically get another view of whether Martial and what Martial wants. That could be another and so Manchester United might be getting a new defender from Atletico Madrid. That is something which might happen, if there is a swap deal, because Atletico Madrid want Martial, they want him with heart and soul. And United also need a good defender or a good centre back, because Wan-Bissaka's performance is currently deteriorating day by day. It's getting worse and worse, and he's injured. So that could be something, Martial for Trippier. So this could be a win-win for both the parties. Then again, United should just free up some wages, give the academy players their chance, and invest wisely elsewhere. Their wage bill, is so inflated that sometimes it gets very tough for them to budget their finances. A lot of people are saying let Martial leave. A lot of are saying let Martial stay. It's a mix-up situation right now. So yeah, that is something which is going on in the club right now. So what do you think? Should Anthony Martial leave or should he stay? Or should United, think about a swap deal, bringing in Trippier, bringing in a defender? I think, it might be a good decision, because Martial's form has been declining, and United for a long time have been in the need of a good centre back, which we don't have. We are stuck with attack, but we lack a good CDM, a good defense, a good midfield. That's something, that's something which is breaking our attack up. When you don't have a good defense, a good CDM, and a good a good solid backup for your strikers, you will concede goals, and when you concede goals, it becomes difficult for the strikers to go ahead and score 2 or 3 goals again. So I hope we get a new CDM and a new defense this transfer window, and that's all. Until then, take care.